Hello everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last episode what? Okay, I keep forgetting what the hell we do because I keep playing this game. Oh wait, no, I remember. We fought the one where we had to fight 48 enemies and try to protect 4 village houses. And I failed because I totally forgot about the last one. I'd rather forget that. But anyways, here are more support conversations.
Manuela, a moment?
Oh, hello, Seteth. I must apologize, but I'm quite busy. Perhaps we could talk another time?
I have already confirmed that you have no urgent business. I would like to hear your explanation now.
My explanation? For what?
What happened?
Allow me to be more specific. Where were you, and what were you doing last night?
Oh, my dear Seteth. You must relax that worried brow. Those forehead creases will ruin your beauty.
Just answer the question, please.
What question is that? The one you already know the answer to?
What happened?
Last night I had a bit of fun and a bit of drink. Less of one and more of the other, sure, but...
How much you drink is not my concern. But you are an adult who is tasked with the supervision of children. You should not be causing trouble for the students.
I guess it's a pre-time skip.
It is unacceptable for you to expose them to your disgraceful behavior. Even more so to impose upon them the labor of cleaning up your mess.
Oh, don't oversell it. All they did was walk with me back to my room.
From what I hear, you had to be carried.
I'd like to think I'd remember that. If it happened, and it probably didn't, it's not as if I'm heavy. Nobody hurt themselves. Did they? Come on, Seteth. Loosen up. If you're so worried about how I'll behave, why don't you join me for a drink sometime? I mean, I only get in trouble when I drink alone.
If it will help to improve your behavior, I would not object to accompanying you from now on.
Well, that sounds just delicious. What are you doing tonight, around...
But first I will lecture you on all of the
No.
intricacies of proper behavior in the supervision
no.
of children. And until I am done, you will not drink a drop of alcohol. If you agree to those conditions, I will join you. I will even drink with you. Alcohol has little effect on me.
That is just... You know, getting lectured by you is... Well, I think the word is torture. Yes, that's it. Torture. And I won't have it. I'm going to go get a drink and try to forget this ever happened.
How is it that you imagine yourself the tortured one?
Okay, that was pretty funny. Oh, finally.
Excuse me.
Yes? What is it?
I'm really sorry about what I said. I shouldn't have called you scary, even if, you are. I said it again. I'm sorry.
It is nothing I haven't heard before. I am well aware of my austere nature, and I am accustomed to the commentary it brings. I do confess, however, that I was slightly hurt to see you flee from me in such abject terror.
Don't be sad. I'll never do it again. I promise. But, I've been wondering, were you really writing a farewell letter?
Ah, that. No, actually. I was composing a fable centered around Saint Indek.
I didn't know you wrote fables. But what's it about?
Saint Indek, one of the 4 saints. He was an extraordinarily shy person. It is said that he spent most of his life in solitude, unable to open his heart to anyone.
I like him already.
He was, after all, a man who hid himself away at the bottom of a lake.
A troll?
What's that about a lake?
Nothing. Now, something else to know about Saint Indek is that he had incredible skill with his hands.
Are you ready about yourself?
And that skill made him beloved by the people because he constantly applied it to their benefit. The moral of the story is that shortcomings can be made up for with talent and kindness.
I like it. But I don't have any talents like that. I can't even imagine being that helpful to people. Saint Indek must have been really gifted.
Don't be so quick to dismiss your abilities. You and he are actually alike in more ways than one. You possess Indek's crest, after all, do you not?
Yes, I do. You really think we're alike? Now I want to know all about him. Do you think I could read your fable when it's done?
Absolutely. Indek's example is something that we can all learn from.
Thanks so much. I'm excited to see it.
Who is Indek? Like him? Does he write about himself or? That's one about her.
Felix! I've awaited this fated day.
You don't change. Still prattling on about it.
Aw, come on. I just want to hear what you thought of the cake I gave you.
It was edible.
If by edible you mean incredible, then yes, I agree.
It was satisfying and lightweight. I imagine it would be quite useful as a battlefield provision.
Please refrain from lumping delectable cake into the same category as provisions.
You're upset and I don't understand why. I'm complimenting the cake. You cured my dislike of sweets. For that, I thank you.
But in all the conversations, you're going to be like, no, I hate sweets and such.
You have an interesting way of giving compliments, but I'm glad you liked it.
Yes. Got any cakes on you?
You say that as though I just carry cake on me at all times. Did you want some?
That's not what I meant. If you baked a cake, however, I wouldn't object to eating a slice.
If cake is what you want, you can just ask me directly. It just so happens I have a brand new recipe I tried out, special for you. It's delicious and not overly sweet. Perfect for you.
Okay.
Go on, take a bite. You love it, I can tell. Here, try this one out too.
How many do you have?
See? So amazing, huh? Just keep working on that sweet tooth of yours. Then we can share cake notes together and eat cake together all the time. That is, it just sounds nice is all.
Okay. That does sound nice.
Yeah, Felix gonna be like, he doesn't like sweets in other conversations. Yeah, they're not gonna suddenly change it, completely, Holy shit, I have so many I have to do still. But that was pretty cute.
Ash, I need to give you more gratitude for the commoner techniques you showed me.
Commoner techniques? Oh, you mean when I haggled for you?
Yes, it has made for many savings. I was telling the professor, we both are so happy.
Really, it wasn't a big deal, but I'm glad the professor was pleased. What is it? Do I have something on my face?
For a lot of time, I was living in the Imperial capital. Then I came here, to the monastery. Both places contain many nobles, and many chances to be learning noble customs.
That's true. When you're surrounded by new people, you naturally pick up all kinds of stuff. Though with nobles, there's a lot to learn. All the etiquette is overwhelming. Not to mention the dancing. I just keep stepping on my partner's feet.
In Fodlan, the nobles are training for dancing since their youth. They have much skill.
When I was a kid, I spent most of my time helping out at my parents' restaurant and playing with my brother and sister. Back then, I never dreamed I'd ever be studying at a proper academy with all these nobles.
I have learned many customs of the nobles, but few of the commoners. I am hoping you will teach me. Techniques, secret skills, anything. All of the things.
Secret skills? I don't think I know anything that fancy.
That is not the truth. The technique for money saving could be helpful even for nobles. It has use for all the world.
I don't know about that. Really, I don't have any special secrets.
Commoner wisdom is only to be shared with commoners, then?
That's not what he meant.
I have understanding. forbidden knowledge.
That's not what he meant.
Ash, how about we make a bargain? We can be trading information. In Brigid, powerful curse techniques are passed down, and we can speak with the spirits. I can be teaching you these things.
What? Curses? No. I don't need any dangerous information like that. But if you really insist, I guess I could teach you a few things about what life is like on the streets. Would that be enough?
You will be showing me the secret techniques? I cannot be waiting!
That's not what I meant.
And what a lot of misinformation and such. I can't speak English for shit.
Apologies for my late arrival, Mercedes. My duties ran long, as per usual.
There's no need to apologize at all. Please, have a seat. We've met for tea so many times, but you never seem to get used to it, do you, Ingrid?
Not entirely, no. I'm not accustomed to being treated so delicately. Anyway, what will we talk about today?
I actually wanted to gripe about something that's been bothering me.
I can't look at the screen. Just them. There's no teeth set. No nothing. It just feels so weird to me.
You? Gripe? Now that's unusual. I'm happy to listen, of course. It's the least I can do after all the kindness you've shown me.
Thank you. The one thing I really wanted to talk about is marriage.
Oh?
Yes. I received a letter from my adoptive father about marriage discussions with a noble family.
Why was that held on there for a very long time? Was just the Japanese version was longer or what?
And will you accept?
That's the problem. No matter what I decide, I'll probably be married off anyway. What I really want to do is help those in need. But I think it would be more difficult to do so if I married a nobleman.
Understandably so. Sounds to me like you need a strategy to silence your father.
Sorry? To silence him?
Don't you agree? It seems the best course of action would be to consider severing all ties with the family and running away.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think something she can do can work, you know. That just... Wow.
We don't need to go that far. I'm sorry. I really just needed to let that out. I don't need you to worry about solving my problems.
Oh, okay. It's just a bit personal for me, actually. My own father has brought countless marriage proposals to my attention. He always was obsessed with me carrying on the family bloodline. At a very young age, my hand had already been promised to someone in marriage. But Glenn died young.
That must have been difficult for you. Would you have married him if he had survived?
That's a good question. It's hard to imagine now. Although I did admire him quite a lot, he held true to the ideals of knighthood, proudly serving the king. Even after all these years, I aspire to be the type of knight that he embodied.
I see. A very noble cause indeed. How strange that we should be worrying about the same thing.
Even though we are such different people.
It's true. Enjoying a nice chat over tea with you like this makes me realize maybe the paths we walk aren't so different after all. Don't you think?
I do. These tea parties of ours, they really are something special.
That they are. Ingrid, I would love to get to know you better if that's okay. I want to know about your childhood, your favorite books, the sweets you like, anything at all.
Absolutely. I'm happy to speak with you anytime. And I want to know you better too, Mercedes.
You know what she said, you know, why not just sever ties with family and leave? I was like, well, Jesus Christ, I know that's what you did, but I don't think it'll work for her. I was trying to say that, but I was just like, like, I couldn't even say it. Like, wow. Like, you know.
Sedith.
Hello, Leone. I imagine you are here to fish?
Yeah, this is a great spot for it. You must be a pretty experienced fisherman, huh?
Actually, while I have enjoyed the hobby for a long while, I must admit I am less than proficient.
Now that you mention it, I can see you're not having much luck today.
It is likely because I am not using any bait.
What? What kind of fisherman doesn't use bait?
Well, that explains it. But why bother fishing at all if you're not even trying to catch something?
Truthfully, I fish only so that I might relax.
Hmm.
It is soothing to me to cast the line and watch the water ripple. My days are busy, even hectic. It helps to find peace and quiet every so often.
Oh, that makes sense. Still, if you're going to go to all the trouble, you may as well actually bait the line.
Maybe so. But, to my chagrin, I do not even know what type of bait to use. I learned to fish by accompanying my wife. She was always the one to bait the hooks.
Hmm.
She would hand me the rod and I would cast my line. I never paid attention to how the rest was done.
Ah, and your wife, where is she now?
She passed away quite some time ago. Since then, I have only to fish on my own. Even so, I find peace out here. Bait or no bait. What about you? Why do you fish?
Captain Gerald.
Me? Just for the fish, actually.
Okay.
For me, it's purely practical. Catch a bite now, one less meal to worry about later. Hunting, fishing, whatever it takes to get by. That's how I've always done it. I'm not exactly starving right now, but back then, if I couldn't catch something, I'd go hungry. So getting the hang of it was pretty vital.
I would certainly say so. I imagine it is intensely satisfying to catch a fish when the need is so great.
Probably, yeah. The need makes it more purposeful. But hey, if you ever want to try fishing for real, I'd be happy to share my bait with you. And if you catch something, I'll cook it up nicely for you. How's that for motivation?
Oh, are you a skilled chef also?
Probably not.
Can't promise it'll be fancy, but it'll taste good.
Impressive. Wouldn't you know it, I am suddenly overcome with the urge to excel.
Great! Let's get started.
So, I mean, why fish without bait, you know? It's not pretty pointless. It's like going to the beach, only to just look at the beach from the parking lot. Does that make sense? Probably not. Oh, hey, look. Conversation for an end. Finally.
What an interesting way of looking at life. Ah, it is you. Just at the right time. There is something I wanted to discuss. Something about you. I am starting to believe that you are a true hero. You hold the Lost Crest, you wield the Sword of the Creator, and you lead everyone in battle against great enemies. Not only that, but you are a strategist. You give everyone direction, so they know what needs to be done. You do not seem particularly ambitious, and yet you accomplish so much. I am not exaggerating. Everything I said is true. I have been reading about the history of Fargus, you know. The kingdom's founder, Lug, the king of lions, had 2 advisors. One of them was Pan, the undesiring strategist. According to historical records, Pan wanted nothing for himself. He devoted himself entirely to Lug. He had tremendous power, but he never seemed concerned about his legacy. So in the old chronicles, there is hardly any mention of Pan's deeds. All that we know is that he helped Lug, his friend and leader. It is not surprising that you have never heard of him. I did not even know his name until recently. But when I watch how you conduct yourself, I feel that I am seeing the unknown deeds of Pan. It is only a thought, of course, but it makes me feel rather happy. Even if it is not in the pages of a history book, a life can be full of achievement. I know that I will never prevail over Edelgard, even if I defeat her on the battlefield. I am what I am,
Hmm.
Like you and this undesiring strategist, I will do what I am called to do, even if no mark of me remains in the history books.
That's actually pretty sad. What's this? Yes.
Ah, it feels good to sing nice and loud. Fill my chest up with sound.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Low. Get it? Low.
Did I tell you I completely ranked up my professor level to A+? What's this? Oh, hey, Eloise.
Ah, there you are. Hello. Oh, yes. Apologies. I'm struggling with some unpleasant thoughts. Since the war began, I've ended so many lives. You and your students got your hands dirty as well. Nobody forced you all to join the fight, of course. You did so of your own volition. Still, there must be something very wrong with the world for it to make children into killers. That's true enough. We've all gotten older. Ah, listen to me. I'm sorry for being so glum. Well said.
He does look handsome when he smiles.
In truth, I don't think any expression will improve my looks. I'm a brute, no matter what face I pull. Ah, you really are just like Gerald. When I was down in the dumps, he'd cheer me up with a playful quip. He gave me his library of jokes,
What?
but when I tell one of them, nobody laughs at the punchline. They laugh at me. You, on the other hand, well, you inherited the old man's comic talents. I'm feeling pretty perky now, all thanks to you. I can't stop this war by feeling gloomy about it. Onward, to a brighter future.
Hear, hear.
To tell you the truth, that was another line I picked up from Gerald. He taught me everything about life. He was more important to me than anyone in the world. Apart from you, perhaps. Come on, no need to blush. It's the truth. When I look at you or see you fighting in battle, it's like I'm seeing a sibling. But at the same time, it's like seeing something sacred and powerful. Something I must defend. You're so important to the future of Fodlan, and to me. I promise to continue protecting you with the strength of a knight and the love of a big brother. Good. In the name of Gerald, I swear to keep you safe. You're welcome to return the favor, should you feel so inclined.
That's pretty nice.
We will have great success.
You can count on me.
We had a great result.
Yeah, I don't know why, but you know, Ash wanted to be a flyer. Like, really, boy? Oh, so close to healer. Oh, nothing happened. Well, I really don't want to battle. They're just really long-ass battles. Like, 30-50 minutes was that. Just, like, no, that's too much. We don't want to do more exploring to, you know, teach people. Because, you know, I can't. But, you know... I also don't want to waste this day either. Look at all that smiles. Wait, I have more. Hey, who thinks these two? Alright.
Alois, what a pleasant surprise. Would you care to join me?
Ah, perfect. I was just looking for someone to dine with. Let's raid the dining hall, shall we?
My goodness, but you're in a good mood.
Manuela, I have some news. I received a letter from my wife today.
Oh, you still have your wife. Or I guess it's a pre-time skip?
Oh?
My daughter just picked up a new skill. Can you guess what it might be?
Singing? Dancing? I have no idea what parents teach their kids, or why they even have children at all. Still, give me a hint. Fishing? Bricklaying? Cooking?
That's right. Spot on as always. My wife is teaching her the basics.
All of that? She taught her all of that.
The basics of which?
Next time I'm home, my daughter will be able to cook me all my favorite meals. What a lucky father I am. Is any father in the world luckier than I?
I don't know. And I don't care to know.
My wife greeting me at the door. My daughter's nervous face as she sets the meal on the table. I'm so excited I bet I won't even be able to taste the food as I devour it.
Wouldn't your daughter appreciate it more if you took the time to savor?
Then I'll say, how delicious. That was the second best meal I've ever had.
Second.
Not first best? Shouldn't you encourage her?
Mommy's cooking is the best, but you're a close runner-up, darling.
That's not... I don't think you should say that, man.
Why would you say?
Oh, Daddy, I'm so happy you liked it, she'll say, as she embraces me, a big smile on her little face. Ah, what could make a man happier?
You've forgotten I'm here, haven't you? Oh, all I wanted was a dinner companion. What did I do to deserve this?
You know, I find that a little weird. Maybe because you can romance this guy. You can. But the thing is, he's married, so what the hell happened to the wife? Well, you could be a hero. Or swordmaster. But I really want him to be a fortress knight. See how that goes. Hopefully it passes. Sweet.
My future is bright.
We are just about to pass through Gronder Field. We should be in view of Fort Mercius soon. It looks like the battle made quite an impact. The Imperial army has lost some of its luster. We should be able to invade the fort without too much trouble. Yes, we must win for them as well.
Professor, the soldiers have
What
finished changing into their disguises. We are ready to masquerade as Imperial troops and infiltrate the fort.
I believe this was your idea, was it not? It is impossible to take Fort Mercius with a frontal assault. We must take it from within. We will infiltrate the fort as Imperial troops and kill the enemy general.
Damn.
All preparations are complete.
According to the scout reports, my father and the others are not inside the fort. It seems they were moved to the front lines of the kingdom's western region.
The Death Knight became the general of this fort after the battle at Gronder Field.
What? The Death Knight? I think I'll be taking a break now. You guys go on ahead.
Bernadetta, you cannot be hiding on a field. The enemy will be seeing you.
No place to hide. I guess I have no choice but to fight.
The Death Knight. I hear that he is counted among the greatest heroes of the Empire at the moment. We never determined whether or not he was truly Yuritsa. So, in capturing Mercius, we have encountered another obstacle.
Wait a minute, Yuritsa. Could Yuritsa be Mercedes' brother? And Yuritsa is a Death Knight, like from the other episode? Holy shit.
I suppose you have a point. If we challenge him again with conviction, we are sure to attain victory.
The impenetrable fortress city of Arianrode goes by the name Silver Maiden. Yet she pales in comparison to Fort Mercius, the stubborn old general. Those who approach are driven back, but once we make our way in, it's all ours.
That fort has been brought to life on stage for countless operas.
Let us commence. We must puncture a hole in the Empire's defenses.
Let's do this.
As woman approaches, will Death's scythe claim you, or will I fall to that sword of yours?
I like that we did a prologue mission before this. You know, helping Mercedes. I should definitely have Mercedes on the team.
At Gronder Field, the armies of the Kingdom, Alliance, and Empire collide. The three forces engage in a fierce battle, each suffering significant losses before deciding to withdraw. Seeing an opportunity, the Resistance Army quickly plots an invasion of Imperial territory. In order to gain a foothold in the Empire, they will attempt to capture Fort Merceus.
Let's do this.
Report. A group posing as Imperial soldiers has infiltrated. They seem to be affiliated with the Church.
Close the gates. Leave no survivors.
Had to get over there. Fuck. Still gonna have him.
Ready for anything.
Ugh, Blaze.
Ready when you are.
More fighting.
Yes, got it. Ugh, I should make this quick.
I'll end this quickly. I shall not stray.
Sweet.
I must continue my training.
What's this? Impregnable wall. What is this? Huh. What the? When I could do that? Hey. Took forever to realize that. Huh. Oh, hey, I got away. Hey, that's nice.
What's my strategy?
I'll go with him, so it's I have. No, not that.
I'll cut through.
I'll go over with them.
What's the plan?
Let's make this quick. Onward.
We'll definitely need a heal. She can heal, though. Should be.
At your service.
Come on. Ugh.
I'm not going down.
Ooh, crit.
Who's next? Get in line.
Did I forget to give him units? I totally forgot.
Don't waste it.
I forgot about that. Shit.
Well done.
Ugh. What the? Oh, right. Hmm.
Child's play.
You look so tough like that.
They say experience feeds growth.
I feel like I should just stop this. Ugh. And nope. And there we go.
I aim for greatness.
Man, she is so good in this fucking game. Come on, attack me. Or throw a tomahawk. Come on, you. No, not. No. Ugh.
Let's win this already.
Hmm. Huh. Oh yeah, I forgot these are artificial. Those guys are artificial, I forgot. Hmm. Come on. Good. Good. Nah. Never attack him. Come on, don't hit. Come on, how do you miss a 95% hit?
Not so fast.
Ugh. Yeah, have you kill him. Ugh.
All for our future.
Hmm. Alright, will be a lot. Oh, maybe a crit? Of course not. Ooh. And a crit.
I had to protect my friends. One
Good.
step closer
He's
to
gone.
victory.
I think I'll be safe.
You took me lightly.
Man, I made the smart choice recruiting her. Good.
I'm continuing to improve.
Well, that's a lot.
No time to slow down.
Alright, that's good. That's not good. Alright. Wait, what? Huh. Yeah, keep her there. Oh man, I should have.
Back to the fray.
Yeah, I should have used my rally on her. Ugh. 37.
I sense an improvement.
Next try.
Ha. Come on, no hit. Yes. Haha.
You fought well.
Good, good. Come on, no hit.
Too slow.
Yes. Crit at 7%. Sweet. Ugh.
Not quite.
Ugh.
Here is something to
Wait.
believe in. Another victory.
Alright, good. That's good for me. Oof, and ugh. Come on. No hit. Come on.
It was meant to be.
Ugh. To be proud. To be proud. Alright, well.
I cannot lose.
And she's really good now.
I'm grateful.
It's all making heavy armor wasn't a bad idea. Ugh.
You saved me.
I don't know what happened.
Alright. I want to deal with these guys.
Be careful.
And yeah, you're dead.
You haven't earned my pity. Ah, thanks.
Hmm. Come on. A crit? course not. What will lower his...
Nice try.
Sweet.
I aim for greatness.
Or I'd rather not deal with any of them. Yeah.
Burn until we meet again.
That's good.
Whatever it takes.
Sweet.
That it?
Sweet of you.
I can totally get over there. Alright. So.
I'll cut through.
Okay. Have him. Fill yourself up first. And have her. Then have him. Completely annihilate him.
You fought well.
There. No more, you know, power.
Strength.
Oh, he's gonna go for him. Alright. I think I'm good for now.
The time is ripe.
Uh-oh.
Do not let him get away. Circle around and cut off his retreat.
Ugh.
You knew the odds.
Ugh.
I'll cut through.
What's the plan? I was just stronger.
This situation is dire.
Let's make this quick.
Ready for anything.
What's my strategy? It's time.
word.
Put me in there.
At your service.
I owe you one.
More fighting.
Ugh.
You forced my hand.
Our power is yours. Don't winning is what matters.
Exploit their weak spot.
I cannot lose!
Crit.
You're stronger now. Whether I kill you or you kill me, I'm looking forward to this.
Ugh. Okay, that's good. Ugh.
Be careful.
Come on. Come on. Okay, let's just... What the hell? Right. I'm still gonna go back.
More fighting.
Be careful.
Right, come on. Sweet! Come on, die! Die! End this.
If you desire to slay me, follow. The appointed hour is at hand.
Oh my god, I did it. That.
Guess I need to train harder.
Man, I fucked up so bad. That was so goddamn awful. So goddamn awful.
Come this far. We cannot let him escape now. Everyone, after the Death Knight.
Look at so many enemies. Look at there's so many enemies. I fucked up so bad. That was so awful. Yeah, Felix and Dorothea, both MVPs.
It is coming.
What's happening?
Leave now, or all of you will die.
What the fuck? What the hell? Holy shit, they're nuking the place?
Run! We have to evacuate immediately!
What just happened here? The fort. It's just gone.
Oh, they destroyed the fort rather than give it to them.
Whatever could that have been? It was almost reminiscent of that terror of legend. Agreed. We must retreat for now. All we can do is retreat to the Great Bridge of Myrden and assess our situation.
So they just fucking blew up the place rather than give it to them.
Well now, that marching was nearly as trying as the battle itself.
No, that battle was awful.
We wasted a few days, but now that we're this far back, we should be safe. Or so I believe.
I still can't believe it. The fort was destroyed, just like that. The Death Knight knew about the attack. Was it the Empire's doing?
Guess that means they'd rather destroy the fort than lose it.
Whatever the case, we need to get our bearings and decide what we're going to do next.
We all have many questions, but for now we must focus on our next move.
Yeah, we need to return to monastery.
What? If we return to the monastery, then our situation is sure to... Ah, yes, I see. So, we make it appear as though we have ceased our invasion by returning to Garreg Mach. Then we divide up our soldiers and infiltrate nearby areas of the capital, right under the Empire's nose.
I meant like, let's go back to monastery to retreat, but man, that's better.
Finally, we gather all of those soldiers somewhere we can get to swiftly from Garreg Mach and proceed to invade Enbar. Is that what you are thinking?
Are you serious? You know there's no guarantee that we won't be spotted by the enemy, right?
If we fail to convene, we will be isolated inside the Empire and be utterly obliterated.
I will be embracing the nearness of death if I am needing to. With each other.
That sounds dangerous. Really incredibly dangerous.
Make no mistake. If we fail in this plan, there will be no coming back from it. Are you sure about this, Professor? I see. If you are resolved, then I will follow suit. We may be weaker, and the terrain may be against us, but all we can do is use our resources as best we can. That, and pray for the blessings of the goddess.
Damn, destroying a damn place with like those needle drops like you see in real life. I think they're called needle drops. Like they drop them from the sky, when out of space, and then just drop it onto the fucking Earth like a goddamn giant explosion. Jesus.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Garland Moon. The Chaos of War. The Resistance army successfully takes Fort Mercius. Their victory celebrations are cut short, however, when javelins of light pierce the sky and destroy much of the fort. With nowhere else to go, the Resistance army withdraws to Garreg Mach. Under the guise of surrender, they secretly prepare for a surprise attack on the Imperial capital.
It seems the preparations for our invasion of Enbar are advancing smoothly. All has been laid out so we can move swiftly to the necessary locations. Until the time comes, please try to keep your spirits up. There is something else. I have heard that Rhea is potentially being held captive in the capital. The information could not be confirmed, nor even properly sourced. But even still, we cannot ignore the possibility. Please bear that in mind. Yes, we must not let anything get in the way of rescuing her.
We're finally heading to Enbar, the capital city of the Empire. So many memories there.
Oh yeah? So you've been there before?
Oh, yes. Though it was a very long time ago.
What are you?
A very long time. You must have been really young. I'm surprised you remember.
The main stage of the Mittelfrank Opera Company is in the capital. I hope no one from the opera gets swept up in the coming chaos.
There are many buildings straight out of the history books in Enbar. I hope they remain unharmed.
You're worried about the buildings? What about the people? You're an odd one, Lynn.
I am also worried about the people. I'm sure my father is in a palace in the capital.
Many people reside in Enbar, so we must take care to avoid needless casualties.
I don't think Edelgard cares much for avoiding casualties, so that's probably impossible. I bet we'll be fighting until one side or the other is completely destroyed.
Bernie, you should be staying away from thoughts like that. We will be defeating her with our full power. Our enemy has great strength, but we will not be losing.
I could not agree more. Remember, even if our surprise attack works, a force even greater than all of our troops combined awaits us in the capital. 0 casualties is always the goal, but we must not underestimate the situation at hand.
Still, we must not hold ourselves to the same twisted morality that she does. After all, we are here to stop her, not to follow her down her dark path. We all choose to fight back. We are all in this together.
You're right, Flane. We've got to try our hardest.
A different path from Edelgard.
There is no stopping her. The only way to end this is to kill her.
Our choice. Flane, your words are wonderful and full of bravery.
Let's go! We can't lose!
The situation is dire, and so I will do what must be done.
I am certain that if we join our strength, we can win this battle without losing a single soul.